Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I just want to give y'all a nice little reminder that it don't matter what it is you want to do with your life. It don't matter what new thing you working on, what new goal you set, what new thing you put your best foot forward with. You always gonna have a naysayer. In fact, you're gonna have more than one, and a lot of them won't always know that that's what they are. A lot of times people can genuinely believe that they're giving you good advice. But why do people genuinely believe they're giving you good advice? Sometime because you don't tell everybody your real goals. That's really what it is. So when you putting your best foot forward with something and you don't share your your whole vision with everybody, it's not going to make sense to a lot of people. It's going to seem like a shot in the dark to a lot of people because they don't have the vision. You do. You just need to understand that. You have to be able to put up with negative comments, negative emotions, negative opinions. You got to be able to put up with people thinking your time is more worth this instead of that. You got to be able to put up with people's disrespect and people looking down on you as somebody that's willing to try. But for crying out loud, do this. Be real careful about listening to a lot of people that don't know anything about starting something of their own and doing it. Whether they fail or succeed, but starting something of their own and doing it. They don't know anything about it. Be real careful about letting people like that infect your head. Because most people just want to feel more secure around you. And heck, like you can even have significant others who just want to feel more secure with you by being able to predict the outcome of your life. And unfortunately, like you don't make anything good happen like that. A predictable world is sure to fail because the one thing you can predict is failure. You can absolutely predict staying in the same spot or failure. In fact, you can't even predict staying in the same spot because the cost of living can go up tomorrow. And now that same $500 you made is worth $250 now, right? So you can't even predict staying the same, but you can predict failure. All you got to do is never try anything. All you got to do is never try anything bigger than what you know right now because opportunities don't just fall out the sky. Opportunities are not things that somebody else give you. And a lot of people think that opportunities are like that. Opportunities are made. It's not what somebody else give you. They're made. When McDonald's first came out, they found an opportunity. There was no fast food chains. None. Everybody had to wait a long time before food get done. They like, people want to eat quick. So this is an opportunity for me to be the first one to fast food. Opportunities are made. Before that, nobody even thought about fast food. And so although opportunities are made, it might not even seem like a need in the world until you offer it. Most things will never seem like something that somebody need until you offer it. Your goals will oftentimes sound stupid to another person. That's a good reason for why you should not be telling everybody exactly what it is you trying to aim for. It's one thing to show people the work you do. It's one thing to let people know about something you getting into. It's another thing to let people know like you got this big picture right here. Leave that off the table because some things seem too far away to some people who are real good at being a down talker. Some people are much better at being a negative down talker than they are at just being a positive and optimistic person who can actually see vision. And they might be a much better negative down talker than you are at even encouraging yourself. Some people are more skilled in talking people out of stuff than you are at staying on track. It don't mean you can't stay on track. It just means like you got to take a different approach around some people, because some people's little comments will start sinking in your head. And then next thing you know, you're starting to second guess what you're doing. All you got to do is start thinking differently, and then you will move differently. All you got to do is start looking at what it is you've been putting your all into all this time a little differently. And slowly but surely, you're not putting your all into it no more. Slowly but surely, like you're not staying organized no more. Slowly but surely, you're not having the same enthusiasm no more. Slowly but surely, you're not going to bed late and waking up early just to be back at it anymore. Slowly but surely, you're not reinvesting your money, all because somebody's comments sank into your head and made you see things differently, made you develop a different relationship with the thing you were most excited about at first. That's another reason why, A, you can't tell everybody your real goals, and B, simply because you don't tell everybody your real goals is why you're going to have these problems. So either way, you're going to have these problems, whether people know what you're up to or don't. It don't matter what you do, how you do it, when you do it, or why you do it. Somebody is going to have something negative to say. Somebody is going to try and be discouraging. It's a lot of people out here who benefit off of you staying in your same exact position. It's some people out here who benefit and you never doing better than what you are doing now, because you make them feel better about themselves because you're not doing better than them. Some people just want to have control of you. Some people just want to sound smart. Some people just want to be right about you. It sounds stupid, but it's true though. But you're going to run into a lot of bad advice on your way to fulfilling your purpose, living your calling, aiming towards your goals. You're going to get a lot of bad advice. And let me tell you something. Bad advice is good. You know why it's good? Because it let you know how people see you. You need to know how people take you sometime. Like you really do. Because sometimes you don't know how to see yourself all the time. And so like a lot of bad advice, it lets you know how some people see you. But that could be the only person that see you that way because they don't know enough about you. Right? Like some people think they know a lot about you because they got you as a friend on Facebook. And they think that what you post about the most is what you care about the most. They think that what you post about the most is what your goals are. They think that the thing you doing right now is what you have in the plan for your future. They don't know all that. And sometimes you can get advice based on things people don't know. A, I don't know you, and B, I don't know what you want to do with your life. And I'm giving you advice based on what I think about you and what I think you trying to do. Bad advice is good. The only time bad advice can be very bad is when you take it too personal. And the wrong advice, I mean, whether it's good advice or bad advice, the wrong advice can also be good. Because it can be very helpful advice if only you had more money, right? It could be very helpful advice if only you lived in a different city or state, right? It could be very helpful advice if only you knew how to do such a thing, like if you developed a certain skill set or something like that. But guess what? Things change, and things change people. The wrong advice can be the right advice any day of the week. Just because it's not fitting for you now does not mean it won't be fitting for you later. It's stuff I read in the Bible that I don't think have anything to do with me until life come around and I'm like, wait a minute. That's what that means? Like, don't ever be afraid of just listening to even the wrong advice, because at some point in time it could apply to you. You just don't know yet. And I don't mean the wrong advice as in negative advice. It just, hey, like, you ain't in that position right now for that to be something you need to be thinking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? And good advice could always end up being the wrong advice at some point in time. Stuff might be what you need to do right now. You might have to go back to a 9-to-5 right now until you can, like, reinvest some of your resources into something else that's more fitting for you. That don't mean that after 6 months you still need to be there. Like, your life is dwindling away every day. You do not have time to be in retreat mode for the rest of your life, all because one thing didn't work out. Or all because one thing didn't work out after so long. Always keep trying stuff. Always. Everybody who has ever started something and made something of it, I mean, like, whether they were really successful or just earned a living, right? Everybody who's ever started something and made something out of it probably had times when that seemed impossible at first. Like, how in the heck am I supposed to do this? They had a lot of failures before then. Every time they reached a slow season, they were in a position where they had to sell off all their gear just to be able to keep the lights on. Eventually, they got to a point to where, like, they got enough stuff coming in. They got enough income coming in to just keep the lights on. They don't got to sell nothing off. Right? I mean, because I've been in situations like that. Like, when I first started, I was just getting into cleaning carpets. I'm actually cleaning carpet right now. I was just getting into cleaning carpets, and every time November came around, I always had to sell off my carpet cleaner just to pay one more month worth of rent until time came around for the season to start getting good, and I just buy another used machine and I get back into it again. So like, that happened to me for like 2 years. Like, literally 2 years. Soon as winter got here, I got to sell everything off. Had to go work a temporary job. And then, like, here come, January, I'm buying a new machine. Anybody who's ever made something out of starting their own thing has had times when stuff was just hard. And stuff ain't gotta just be hard up front. Stuff can get harder later. Like, you really don't know what you might run into. Anything could change. You could end up having another baby. That could change your schedule significantly. Which would then alter your income significantly. You can end up moving somewhere else where a lot of people don't know you, and now you gotta get your name out there again. You can end up getting into something new that people don't even know you know how to do. And now this is a new thing you got to really build your clientele up with again. Stuff don't gotta just be hard first. It can get hard later. Honestly, anything can happen. You can invest your all into a company car, it break down, motor blow. Ain't even got insurance. You was barely making rent, bills, and supplies and all that other stuff. Like the last thing you was hoping happened was something like that. Honestly, like now you got to downsize. Whole lot of stuff go on like that, man. And it's been a lot of people here recently who I just really couldn't tell all my real goals to, like literally all year long. I couldn't say nothing. Every now and then I throw like little hints and stuff out there, but I don't say nothing. Like not even my closest people. I have seen some of my closest people be used by the enemy to target my progress over and over again. Like literally the day I need to be using my head is the day they fill my head with drama. The day I need to be putting my best foot forward is the day they put a stumbling block in my way. I have seen this happen repeatedly. Not everybody is trying to get in the way of your progress. They just don't know what it's going to take for somebody to start something and make something of it because they haven't been there before. And sometimes like you will get a lot of people who believe that like you always got an open schedule to be tied up with anything and everything. Sometimes like you get a lot of people that believe that just because you can make your own hours, that means work always got to go last. But the money need to come first. As soon as everybody need the money, it's like, yeah, that's first, but the work always got to come last. You get a lot of people that believe that you can just be out here just doing anything and everything just because they called you. Like I had a situation, man. Like it was this person I knew. It was like almost every day this guy wanted a ride. It'd be like a 2-hour ride. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, dude, like I gotta go back to work. He like, man, but I'm paying you. It's like, yeah, like I know you paying me, but this ain't my job though. But like I got a job that pays me more than this gas money. If some people know that you self-employed or something like that, like they would literally start to suck you into stuff that will send you far off track. It's like almost every day this dude needed a 2-hour ride and he thought that, well, like, you know, like it's fine because I'm paying him. It's like, look, I'm not available to just be making any money. But like I'm available to make the money I went into business for, not just any and everything just because it's some money. Stay away from any and every kind of money. Any and every kind of money is not your money. Honestly, if you can't take that work you just did and capitalize off that work you just did to help you advertise for more jobs or for more things or to help you document your progress or like for you to put on your website or your Facebook page or something like that, don't get tied up with it. But like a lot of the side jobs I do right now, like they literally just side jobs. But like I don't take a lot of pictures of them and be like, hey, look, I just painted this living room. Like, because I don't want to start a painting business. But like I take stuff like that just because it's some money for right now until the next good thing come around here that I'm right. Like it's always going to be some stuff like that. Be real careful with that. Be real careful with that. Like if you in a slow season and everything, be real careful about what you start doing too much of. For real. Because you can find yourself more tied up with that and not tied up enough with the stuff that's going to really help you be able to take off in what your real goals are. Sometimes that extra $100 is not worth it. You really need to be at home, right? Editing some videos or something like that. But like, even though that's not paying you right now, but still, not any money at all is the right money you need to be making. All because it's paying you some money does not mean that it's the best thing for you to be doing. You have to understand that. Don't think too highly of money. Don't. If you think too highly of money, then you're going to be afraid to ask for more of it. If you think too highly of money, then you're always going to be chasing money and not really chasing the big picture. And honestly, you also want to know this. Your gift will make room for you. You shouldn't have to chase the big picture. If this is your real gift and your gift speak for itself, all you got to do is make offers. All you got to do is make suggestions. All you got to do is put the stuff in front of people's face, and the big picture will start chasing you. All you got to do is talk to people about what it is you do for a living. All you got to do is send out some messages like, hey, man, I just wonder if you want to collaborate on this project I got going on. And here it is. You don't even got a project going on. Right? No, like it's a project you would have going on if they be willing to, if they be willing to collaborate, right? But still, all you got to do is just make offers and make suggestions. No, you don't got to chase money around. You really don't. It's billions of people looking for somebody to do what it is you do. Millions, I mean. Just because the few people you see every day ain't that person, don't mean you can't run into 100 people next month who isn't that person. All because the people you grew up with ain't your ideal customer, or ain't your ideal supporter, or ain't your ideal listener or viewer, or just anything. It don't mean it ain't a million people right now that would be willing to support you. Don't live in a box. That's what that means. Don't live in a box. If you think it's a good idea, I can guarantee you a million other people think it is too. If you think the work you do is good, I guarantee you a million other people think it is too. If you think you solving a problem in this world, I guarantee you a million other people got the same problem they need you to solve. Guarantee you. Just because your parents and your brothers and sisters and wife or husband and next door neighbors and neighbors across the street and your school friends and all them other people, like, just because they don't get into what it is you doing, don't mean it ain't a million people right now who wouldn't get into it. And after they see a million people support you is when they finally gonna be like, yeah, I was right there by their side the whole time, and they would have never made it without me. And you'd be like, stop lying. Like you know, honestly, like, you know how people be, man. Still, man. But you can't tell everybody your real goals, though. Last reason. Don't lose enthusiasm. Telling people before you put your best foot forward. Talk about it after you put your best foot forward. Like, talk about it after you got something to show. After you got something to show, then start blabbing off about it. Like, hey, man, guess what I do, man? Guess what I do, man? I shoot videos. Look. And be like, oh, man, that's a nice video here. That's the only video you did. Oh, man, you know, I take pictures, man. Like, look. Here it is, pictures of your kids, your niece, your sister, your nephews. And you advertising this like these jobs you did for people. Like, do stuff like, don't be scared to do stuff like that. I have done stuff like that my whole life. Like, I would do my own work and then advertise it as customers I did. Like, oh, man, you know, like when I first started cleaning carpet, like I would clean my own couch and I'd be like, oh, man, look at this. But like, y'all think I can get these stains out? And then after I clean my own couch, I would put a Facebook ad up. $120, I clean couches. My couch. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I remember times I had got new machines. Like, I had got like, like new portable carpet cleaners and stuff like that. I called my brother. I called a couple of my cousins. I called my mom. And I offered to just clean their stuff for free just to see how good my machine worked. I took before and after pictures, and I used them to make Facebook ads. Man, how much you do that? Oh man, 140. Oh man, 200. Yada yada yada. Because I was detailing cars at that same time too. And like, I go clean my mom car out. Man, how much you charge to do a car like that? Oh man, 150. Blah blah blah. Here it is. Like, you only made $20 just because she wanted to, like, throw you something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have done stuff like that my whole life. When I first even my first year in photography, I went to like a lot of the stuff I don't do no more. But as you can see, I know what it takes to start something. Like, I know how to start something and make something out of it. Now, do I know how to be rich? Right? But like, that's another story. But like, as far as starting something and making something out of it and seeing it through and actually turning it into something, you can't tell me nothing, bro. Nah, you can tell me a whole lot. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but it's a certain group of people I really don't listen to, and that's the people that are always negative about everything. Oh man, you should stop doing this for a while until you make more money. It's like, it's always like this, doing something new. Heck, I'ma keep going. Dead serious, like, I can't lose a whole summer. Like, a whole summer is a whole lot of progress. But like I was saying, like, when I first started my photography and stuff like that, I would take my kids to the park every day and take their pictures. Every day. And I would use my kids' pictures as like advertisements that I would put on my Facebook page for people that wanted family photos. And I got a lot of people to get family photos. Like, I did. Like, like, I wasn't trying to make it sound like I'm tricking people or something like that, because that is the quality of my work, whether it's my kids or your kids. Still gonna look the same. Like, just because it ain't a bunch of customers I serve, they don't mean that you're gonna get a bad photo. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, don't be afraid to do stuff like that. If you want to cut grass or just anything, just go cut your neighbor's grass and take pictures. Oh man, we doing this 50 a yard, man. I blow the leaves and everything. And here it is, you just helped him out because he was old. Like, you know what I mean? And that's your first yard. Don't be afraid to just do free stuff. Honestly, like, not even free stuff, but you really sowing seeds though. Always sow seeds. People sow into you. Always do. And that brings me back to what I was trying to say. Don't think too highly of money, or you would be afraid to charge more, right? Just because the few people you know don't spend that kind of money, don't mean a million other people won't spend that kind of money. I know people who would say that my services for photos are expensive. And I know people that pay me $50 tips. It's like, okay, so to one person, it should be $50 less. And to another person, I'm getting $50 extra. So like, the difference between them two people is $100. Because one person want a $50 discount. Another person is completely fine with what I charge, and they also give me a $50 tip. Like, that's $100 difference right there. Like, don't let people make you feel like you're charging too much money. Sometimes you is. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And sometimes you're not charging enough money. Like, learn from a lot of the mistakes that I made with doing a lot of side jobs. Because, like, a lot of side jobs, like, I don't be trying to make something out of this, man. It's like, like, it's Bunny for right now. Like, it'll buy equipment for what we working on, right? Like, I could go into business with this any day of the week. Like, honestly. But like the side jobs and stuff like that, like, I don't be trying to make this a business, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't spend my money on equipment like I'm trying to turn it into a business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, heck, it's just gonna make me some money for right now until this weekend. I got a wedding, right? But sometime you ain't charging enough money. Don't rob yourself. If you know that something is far out of your ability to do it within a reasonable amount of time, just because it pays some money don't mean it's the right money. Honestly. If you know that something's going to send you too far out of your state of mind that you need to stay in for everything else you're going to spend the rest of your week doing, stay in that zone. Like, take it from somebody who at a point in time had a good cleaning business, right? And as soon as I started diversifying my services, it's when I started losing a ton of money. As soon as I started branching off into different services, is when money started to go down. It's like, yeah, the jobs pay more, but I end up making less money after it's all said and done because they take a lot longer. Because now you got too many different things you need to buy professional equipment for, and you reach a point in time when you done buying equipment. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, nah, I ain't about to buy one of them. And heck, like, you know what I mean? So, no, like, I really just had to stop doing a whole lot of stuff. Like, nah, because I don't want to have to buy a paint sprayer in order to make painting houses worth my time. I don't want to buy 3 more floor sanders in order to make refinishing floors worth my time. I'd rather just stick to cleaning houses. Like, no. Like, I clean carpets, I clean floors. I'm not refinishing them. I'm not sparkling them up, just nothing like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you need something like that, hey, like, I'm sorry, but like even though it might pay me $1,000, it's gonna take me like a week and a half. And I don't have a week and a half. I can make $1,000 in like 4 days. Like, honestly, like, seriously, and that's working part time. Like, if I would just go back and like, if I just want to clean some furniture, oh man, you make $1,000 in no time cleaning furniture. Like, what it take to clean a sectional? Hour and a half. And heck, if it was like what, like at a minimum of 150, and that's on the cheap side. Heck, man, you got a 3-4 hour day. Let's just call it a 4-hour day. You got drive time, setup time. And so, like, on a 4-hour day, you make, what, 300 on the cheap end. That's one day. And so you got 3 days just like that. That's 900. So you got 3 days. Wait, 4, 8, 12. So what? You got like about 14 hours. You make $1,000 cleaning, like upholstery, like working part-time hours. Honestly. And like, whole lot of stuff I just had to quit doing. I'm like, nah, nope. I don't got a lot of time for that. I just don't. Nope. Like, I love it. I like it. But nah, not for me. Because in order for me to do this faster, I got to spend another $10,000 on equipment. And people already don't want to spend that kind of money in the first place. And I can't imagine spending $10,000 on equipment and I still got everybody, oh, that's too much money. Like, no, like, I don't need to do it that bad. No, like, I got enough money put into equipment with stuff that I can start and finish a whole lot sooner. So, and like, like, I don't, like, it just is what it is, man. But still, it's a lot of things you need to reconsider. It's a lot of things you need to start considering when you're working toward new goals. But one thing you need to know, you can't tell everybody. Some people will talk you out of them because they don't want you doing better than them. Some people will talk you out of them because they tried that before and it didn't work for them. Some people will talk you out of them because like they don't know that it really is as easy as you know it to be to start something and make something out of it. It's easy to start something and make something out of it. Like it really is. It's easier than people think it is. All you got to do is do some stuff, document it, and just make offers and make suggestions. And next thing you know, man, you have a customer by tomorrow. Like I guarantee you will. Or next thing you know, man, you got like a lot of good things going for yourself in no time. All because you just really took it seriously, but you can't tell everybody your goals. But like that's the one thing you need to keep in mind. You can't tell everybody. Because you might lose enthusiasm just from talking about it. And you didn't have that delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is better than instant gratification. Delayed gratification, it feels better. It makes more progress. And it forces you to want to do harder work and bigger, more important things in order to get that same sense of gratification. If you start talking to everybody about it first before you even got your first thing took care of, but like you already been gratified by sharing the news with everybody, and now you don't even feel like doing it. Keep your stuff quiet. Like you might not always be able to share your goals with your wife or husband. Right? I mean, like they might be afraid of you doing something different other than being at your 9 to 5, because then they're going to think we about to be broke. It's like we already broke. Like what's the worst thing that can happen? We still be broke? Huh? Me and you both at a 9 to 5, we still broke. So what's the worst thing that can happen? We still be broke? Right? It's not like I went to college 4 years for this job. I just find another one if it don't work out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't work out and I got to go back to a job, like, hey, like at least this wasn't a career in the first place. Like this is an 18-year-old's gig. I don't need to be here in the first place. Like I'm almost 35. I need to really be doing something other than this. Honestly. Like I'm at the age where people drink 40s on the porch and telling stories about how back in my day, like I'm almost at that age, bro. Like no, heck, like you better be encouraging me to figure out something else to do other than breaking my back at a 9 to 5 for $12 an hour. Honestly, like you better be helping me do it, because I know dang on well you don't want to do it. I'm sitting back, oh, now we ain't finna have no money. We already ain't got no money. All we do already is work all day long, 8 to 12 hours a day, and still broke. So what's 4 hours a day and still have the same amount of money a day? And that's if I do anything at all that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we already broke. Honestly, like sometimes like that's what you really got to tell yourself. If you afraid of starting something new because I can't afford to leave my job, then I'd be broke. Look, like I'm not telling you to leave your job. You will know when it's time for you to make a choice like that, because everybody got different reasons for why they do it and when they do it. But like you do what's best for you, but at some point in time you might really want to consider it. But just don't do it right away all because it sounds fun. But you already broke. What's the worst that could happen? You have some fun. You try your best and still be broke. I mean, you're still broke, right? Who knows? You might end up getting recognized by somebody that want to pay you 3 and 4 times of what you can make on your own in their company, all because you tried something. And now you don't even gotta run a business. Now you don't even gotta do nothing but just show up and do your thing. Right? Anything can happen. You just need to believe in yourself. And you cannot expect for people who love you or say they care about you to believe in everything you do. Some people just don't know how. Not everybody know what it means to be supportive. Okay? If a lot of people in your life is not that supportive, it's not because they don't want the best for you. They just might not know how to be supportive. Like they don't know what it requires for somebody who's doing what you're doing to have real support that actually helps. Like if they share your Facebook post, great. But like if they decide to pitch in and help you with the work, great. But some people don't know how to do none of that, but just hope for the best. Some people don't know how to do none of that, but think in the back of their mind, well, I hope this work out. Right? Not everybody know how to be supportive. Not everybody's wife know how to be supportive. Not everybody's husband know how to be supportive. Not everybody's mom know how to be supportive, or dad, or kids. Because being supportive might mean, that might mean, just making sure like you don't have anything else to do when you come home except edit your photos and get your money faster. But instead they want you running to the store so they can sit down and they've been home all day. But no, instead they want you doing this, they want you doing that because they don't feel like doing it. Oh, and guess what? Now they want you to pay for it, but you ain't got no money because you know why? Like, you could be doing work, but instead they see you at home and they think you should just do everything else. Not everybody know how to be supportive. All right, y'all? Like, I need y'all to understand. Be patient with people that you wish were more supportive in your life. They don't know what's required for somebody who's working on what you're working on. They don't live in that world. And so you can't be too quick to take stuff personal, like, oh man, they just hating, or oh man, they always in my way, or oh man, they that. Look, they don't know better. Because I guarantee you, if they was in your position, they would be arguing with you day or night just to leave them alone so they can get their money made. If they was in your position, they'd be feeling the same way you feel like. But because they don't get it. Right? Like some people don't understand, so don't be too quick to take that personal. But other than that, man, y'all have a good rest of your day. I just thought I might want to drop this word of advice out there for some people who might just be struggling right now with putting their best foot forward with something they want to start in their life, something they want to do, something they want to see grow and become something. And keep praying. Always ask God what your next move should be. And when he give you an answer, don't doubt it, because it might not always seem like it's going to lead you to where it's taking you. It might not always seem like that. Just listen to him. Just do it. Other than that, peace.